Hello, Pep. Did you have a good break?
Really good, yeah.
Did you manage to see a lot of the Euros while you were off?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them.
What did you make of the final?
I think the best team of the tournament won. I think nobody doubt that Spain was brilliant in all departments in every single game. It's not easy to win 7-7. But at the same time, for the connection I have with England, for the players for many years, so I think it's always a big success, right, to the finals. Get the 2 Euros finals in a row is an amazing achievement, and I think it's a good lesson for the future for the, for all the players.
The player of the tournament was Rodri. Did you see many of his performances?
Yes, when I saw Spain, I saw it, and he was, yeah, I would say playing the level that he has playing for many years. His consistency is brutal. So, and of course from Rodri, from Jaime Laporte, from Ferran, that they were together, yeah, I'm happy for them.
There's some talk that Rodri could be in the frame for the Ballon d'Or this year. Is that something that's possible for a defensive midfielder?
Well, I think there are a few candidates, for the Ballon d'Or. Normally the winners for players of Real Madrid, and of course from Man City in that case. So I cannot deny how happy it would be if he could get it. But being in the in the race to be nominated or to win the Ballon d'Or is fantastic for him, of course, his family, friends, but of course for Man City, for all organization. We're so proud of that.
Hi, Pep. You've had a few days with the players now. How have they come back? Are you happy with the shape everyone's in?
We're really good. So I hear they have these guys here have a long break, so fresh mentally, legs, and 80%, 85% is academy players. It's good for me, for our staff, to see them, for them, training with Erling, with Jack, with keepers, with Rico, Oscar, with the guys like in the first team, Calvin, and so yeah, it's a good test. We play 4 games, difficult, important teams, but it's good experience for them and for us as well.
I remember you saying at Wembley after the FA Cup final that a few of the players had decisions to make on their futures. We seem to talk about it every year where there could be a few leaving, and it's often the case that they don't. They stay where they are. It looks like De Bruyne is staying. It looks like Ederson's probably going to stay. Would you be happy going in to the season with the status quo, just with the same squad?
Yeah, I love them. I like them. They proved for many years how good they are. So I don't know what's going to happen in the market, but the squad is long enough. If someone leaves, we are going to talk about that. Of course, until the last day, we have chances. I don't rule it out, the option to have any new players, but if anyone leaves, I think 95% will have the same squad.
It seems like you're probably a little bit more relaxed than you were a few years ago, because when you were saying that you need to shake a move and there needs a refresh and things like that, but it doesn't seem like that this time.
I don't know when I said that. We got to refresh my mind after 8 years together. I don't know when I said that. I think I was clear. I remember perfectly the first season that I think a really good season 8 years ago. But we are a whole team and we have a new energy, and after we make important impact in the market. And since then we make movements depending most of the time. Sometimes the players that they want to play more, or sometimes players they want to give another experience. But yeah, we in that term, so every situation is different, and I feel comfortable because the quality of the human beings that we have in the squad is difficult to be replaced, and the quality is there. So, but we will see. I don't know in the last moment if someone came to, some players and they leave. I'm going to decide.
I bet you talked about your special connection with England, but we know your contract is up at the end of the season. England are currently looking for a manager. Is international management, maybe even England, something you would consider in the future?
I'm really excited for this season is coming, so I'm really happy here. So like every season I need the break. I need it definitely, but after that I charge my batteries and I have the same energy like usual, and I know the competition is coming. I will be who we are, who I am. So, and I'm completely focused on that, for respect for Federation, English Federation, especially for my club.
You talked about the break. Jack Grealish has had probably a longer break than probably wanted, because obviously he didn't go to the Euros. Just wondering how he handled that, and we've obviously seen pictures of him training privately and that kind of thing, just how he is now.
It's really good. I think I'm coming back perfect and with the same happiness and the same unbelievable attitude with the group. And hopefully he can do a good season to push his mates to deserve a place in the team, to want to play as much regular like it happened 2 seasons ago, no last season. And absolutely depends on him. So all the players depends on him, not on my decisions.
Hi Pep, one player that has come in is Savinho. What can you tell us about him and what you think he will bring to the team?
Well, the impact I have done in Girona have been absolutely amazing. So I think Mitchell, the manager, make an incredible job with him. Can play in both sides, left winger, right winger, even, and can play, I think, in the middle, but we need more special in the wingers. His 1-against-1 is devastated, and he's a young, and of course, I said to Jack to bring, maybe not a lot, but 1 or 2 players to bring something fresh is necessary. It's not necessary to put sometimes 7, 8 players. You cannot, in modern financial issues, to change 6, 7 players and bring 6, 7 new players. It's unsustainable. It's impossible. We have to be smart, and we try to do. Many players want to come here, but we didn't get an agreement, for the clubs, because they ask so high price, and we didn't do it. And I have a long list. I think we have a more long list that the players that we failed to bring him here, than the players that we brought him here. So, and I think, for the connection we have in Troyes, because it was a player from there, for the price, for everything, for the age I have, we cannot forget he's playing for national team from Brazil, and he's a guy like he's not few. You have few as a wingers that can play in both sides. Maybe Doku. The other ones can play just in one side. Phil. So he can use it 2 positions, and very, very happy for him, and say thank you to Girona, because without the job has done him there, especially the manager and all the players, could not be possible to bring him here.
Is it frustrating if deals are not going through? If you're saying
No,
players
absolutely not. Absolutely not. When it doesn't happen, it don't happen. So I respect the other clubs, like ask, the price they want to do, but at the same time, we are not agreed, they don't come.
Hi, Pep. What would quantify success against Celtic, and then ultimately, when your time is up 2 weeks here in the United States, how would you look back and say it was a successful trip and a successful match tomorrow?
No injuries.
Anything else?
No injuries. That is a big success that we can have. So we don't come here to leave the 4 trophies. So we come here to no injuries, to refresh what we are, and especially, I said 80-85% of the team is from the young academy players. So we have to, experience will be good. We have to play against, of course, the Rangers, Celtic and Rangers in Scotland are the top team. So, and after Milan, come on, and Barcelona and Chelsea, these guys play against that team. It's better, I would say, experience or better improvement to see how can develop, can compete, can be against these opponents is massively important for all of us, for them.
With that larger group of newer players with the opportunities, anyone in particular, 2 or 3 players in particular that you're looking at saying there's a real opportunity for them?
I wanna see all of them. I wanna see all of them. I'm curious to see Maka especially come back from Sheffield experience. He's a player have a highly opinion on him, and I would like he can insert properly with the team, because I would love to have him, to kick him in the next season with us, because he's a special guy to play in the small spaces in the pockets, and we don't have many, and I think he grew up in terms of physicality and mentality. When you play in the Premier League in a team like is, fighting for to be relegated, you get something special, and but on the other side, I don't care how he's going to play, because I know him quite well, and I know his potential, and has to just, play good for himself and the team, and that's all.
Pep, what do you like about this stadium tour in America, and is there anything you're specifically looking forward to here in North Carolina?
I've been many years here, many years in the tour, and the organization always is unbelievable. I will be honest, I don't want to be too nice for your country. It just, when arrive at the airport to the hotels are nice, and facilities, all the facilities, big pitches. It's really cool. I love to come here, because every time since Barcelona time, always we come here is good. Sometimes, of course, the club has to go in other continents to play, but I like to come here in the States.
What do you know specifically about the University of North Carolina and getting to play on their campus?
Well, when I lived in North Carolina, I was thinking of Michael Jordan, but unfortunately it wasn't not at the university, it was in the other one, right?
He played at UNC.
Here as well?
Cool, yes.
I was here, because the last day the coach here told me that was not here, it was in another university.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Anyway, the first mine it come here, but yeah, it's the first time I'm here in this state. So yeah, and following on TV, the elections for the United States. That's why we're here, we're following.
Sir, welcome to North Carolina. Thank you for answering our questions. 2 questions. One, when you get a reaction just by sitting down and you get that crowd reaction, chanting your name, begging for pictures.
I'm so famous. So famous.
Does that kind of make you happy knowing like how popular the sport is here in North Carolina and in the States? But also, what does that do for the brand and the sport of soccer, knowing that it's giving a whole other country and people the chance to see you guys when they maybe would never get to in their life?
Well, since many years ago, so I think MLS grew up a lot in the last years. I think the impact from Messi came here always help us, you come this kind of figure for the MLS competition is an incredible boost. I know the stadiums are nice and the people is growing. I know here in England, in the States, you have many sports, basketball, baseball, hockey, so a lot. So, it's not like maybe in Europe that there's a lot of sports as well, of course, but football is the most important sport in terms of audience. But it's nice to have the country, and like you said, with the brand. I remember the first year when I arrived, second season when I arrived here, and it was not many blue shirts in the stands, and helps what the team has done in the previous seasons. We are better known all around the world, and this is so proud, because at the end, titles, you leave the title, it's fine, it's really good. That keeps you a job for the next season. But the important is the fact that the people follow us. Premier League worldwide is being followed amazingly. So that's why it's so important, to show our brand, to respect the games, and we have to behave well, for all the people, because at the end, reward for our self-esteem and many things. So that's why it's nice, really nice to come here every season.
Profesor, bienvenido. Creo que soy el único que habla español aquí en el grupo. ¿Puedo hacer esta pregunta en español y usted responde en español? Para los oyentes que están en español, somos de TUDN Radio, and I'm sorry for all my colleagues. I'm going to do this question in Spanish for my speaking Spanish audience.
Don't feel sorry, they will learn. So they have a chance.
Aquí en América se habla mucho de que sería un sueño tener un entrenador como usted. México, la selección de México sueña con tener un entrenador como Pep Guardiola. ¿Usted estaría interesado en algún momento de venir a dirigir a América Latina?
Ya le he dicho más, he oído que Aguirre ahora será el nuevo seleccionador de México, cosa que me alegro mucho, porque me acuerdo en el primer año que yo, cuando tenía 37 años, que entrené en Barcelona, Aguirre ya estaba entrenando y se portó... es un tipo con mucha experiencia, ha hecho un trabajo increíble en el Mallorca, y creo que Rafa Márquez también volverá allí ayudándole, pero ya lo he dicho más de una vez. No sé cuándo, creo que en tiempo, pero tarde o temprano me gustaría entrar en la selección. Esto lo he dicho muchas veces.
Y otra pregunta, muchos jugadores ya, la vida del futbolista es muy corta, algunos reciben buenas ofertas, and I can say this question in English too, so es muy corta la vida del futbolista, y salen buenas ofertas, como el caso de Kevin ahora, que va al fútbol de Arabia.
No.
Creo que no sé si sale. Hay una información.
Kevin no va.
No va. pero hay jugadores que dicen que vienen a la MLS, que quizá no sea tan competitiva como Europa. Usted, si un futbolista le pide un consejo, ¿qué usted le diría?
Lo que el corazón, que el corazón les diga. Que vayan donde él y su familia intuyen que estarán bien, se encontrarán bien.
Gracias.
Ah.
Coach, for many fans in attendance tomorrow, this may be their first exposure to high-level European football, or a lot of kids, just their introduction to the sport in general. Can you recall maybe your first introduction to the sport and how it may have led you to your position today?
I had her in that time. My back was better than now, and yeah, I don't remember honestly. I was nervous, but excited at the same time to prove. It's all the guys, I guess. When you look at them, they look at you like, oh, I want to learn, I want to be in the first team, and that is priceless. So it's so good. So yeah, they try to help each other, to try to apply a little bit what we spoke, to make them feel comfortable tomorrow and the next games, and they will do mistakes, improve for the next one. Like I said before, your colleague, no injuries, and like this they can train, accumulate, especially the players for the first team, as much accumulate games, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, and training sessions, week by week. The conditions will not be perfect, but we'll arrive in the first part of the season in the better condition as possible.